Have you ever opened your eyes in the morning and before your feet even hit the floor, you already felt exhausted? Not because you've done anything yet, but because your mind has already started replaying everything you have to handle today. If that sounds familiar, you're not lazy and you may not even need more sleep. There may be another reason you wake up feeling this way. Hello and welcome back to the universe, friends. If you've been waking up already feeling exhausted before your day even begins, this video is for you. Today we're talking about why this happens and one small shift that can help you start your morning with a little less emotional weight. So let's break this down because once you understand what's happening, it starts to make a lot more sense. So why do you wake up feeling exhausted before your day even begins? Have you ever noticed that the moment you wake up, your mind gets busy? Before you've even gotten out of bed, you're already thinking about the meeting you have later, the laundry that's waiting, the email you forgot to answer, the phone call you've been putting off, or the conversation you're dreading. Your body just woke up, but your mind is already at work. If that happens to you, you're not the only one. A lot of people assume they're just bad at mornings or that they didn't get enough sleep. Sometimes that's true, but sometimes there's something else happening. Sometimes you don't wake up carrying today's responsibilities. You wake up carrying yesterday's. Maybe yesterday ended with unanswered questions, a difficult conversation, too many decisions, worry about someone you care about, or simply the feeling that you never really finished everything you wanted to do. It's almost like your mind never closed the file at the end of the day, so when you wake up, it opens right back where it left off. So if you're waking up already feeling exhausted, it doesn't automatically mean you're lazy. It doesn't automatically mean you're unmotivated. And it doesn't always mean you need to try harder. Sometimes it means you've been carrying so much for so long that your mind hasn't had a chance to fully let go. So if you're carrying yesterday into today, the next question is why? Why doesn't a night's sleep fix it? The answer is that sleep and mental rest aren't always the same thing. Think about everything your mind has been holding lately: responsibilities, decisions, worries, people you're trying to help, problems you haven't solved yet. Even while you're sleeping, those things don't magically disappear. They may not be at the front of your mind all night, but they're often still waiting for you when you wake up. That's why you can wake up after 7 or 8 hours of sleep and still feel like you haven't had a chance to breathe. It's not necessarily because you slept poorly. Sometimes it's because you've been carrying so much for so long that your mind never really feels finished. Many people think if I just get more motivated, I'll feel better. But motivation isn't always the problem. Sometimes the real issue is mental load. When your mind is constantly carrying unfinished responsibilities, it's hard to wake up feeling refreshed because you're already thinking about everything that's waiting for you. Your mind isn't trying to make your mornings harder. It's trying to prepare you for everything it believes is important. So if your mind is waking up ready to carry everything at once, maybe the answer isn't to push yourself harder. Maybe the first step is learning how to put some of that weight down before your day really begins. So, what do you do with all of this? But before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. If you've been feeling this way lately, drop one word in the comments that describes how you've been feeling. For example, maybe the word is drained, overwhelmed, heavy, or something completely different. I'd really love to hear your word. If your mind wakes up ready to carry everything at once, how do you stop this from happening? The answer isn't to force yourself to feel more energized, and it isn't to create another morning routine you feel guilty for not following. Instead, I'd like to offer you one small pause. Before you check your phone, before you open your email, before you start thinking about everyone else, give yourself just one quiet moment. Simply ask yourself, what am I already carrying into today? Pause. Let that question sit. You don't have to solve it. You don't have to fix it. Just notice it. Maybe it's worry. Maybe it's guilt. Maybe it's pressure. Maybe it's yesterday's unfinished thoughts. Whatever it is, simply noticing it can help you realize that what you're feeling didn't suddenly appear this morning. Then ask yourself one more question. Is there one thing I can set down, even just for this morning? Maybe you don't have to solve every problem before breakfast. Maybe you don't have to answer every message immediately. Maybe one decision can wait. Maybe one expectation can be lowered. Sometimes we think the goal is to wake up full of energy, but on difficult mornings, maybe the goal is simply to wake up carrying less. That small pause won't make every responsibility disappear, but it can help you begin the day with more awareness and a little more room to breathe. So, how do you carry less? Once you've taken that morning pause, there's one more thing I'd like you to remember. Just because you have a lot to do today doesn't mean you have to carry all of it at once. Those are two very different things. When we're overwhelmed, our minds have a habit of stacking everything together: the bills, the emails, the errands, the family responsibilities, the appointments, the decisions you haven't made yet. And before long, it feels like you're carrying your entire day before you've even had breakfast. But your day doesn't ask everything from you at the same moment. It unfolds 1 hour, one conversation, one decision at a time. Instead of asking, how am I going to get through everything today? Ask, what's the next thing that truly needs my attention? That simple question gives your mind somewhere to stand. Instead of trying to solve your entire day before it begins, you give yourself permission to focus on one step. Then, when that's finished, you move to the next. You don't have to carry the whole staircase to take the first step. Some mornings you'll still feel tired. Some mornings life will still feel heavy. But carrying one thing at a time feels very different from trying to carry everything at once. Now, if you're asking yourself, why am I starting the day already overwhelmed? I think you'll also find this next video helpful. It explains why everything can feel so urgent and how to tell what can actually wait. Then take a moment with a journal, a digital note, or simply reflect on this question. What can I set down today so I don't have to carry it into tomorrow? Tomorrow morning, you don't have to wake up with all of yesterday on your shoulders. You don't have to solve your whole life before breakfast. Maybe the goal isn't to wake up full of energy every day. Maybe the goal is simply to begin the day carrying a little less. And sometimes that's enough. And if this space helps you feel understood, I'd love to have you stay. Until next time, keep growing gently. Take care, friends. You've got this. And I'll see you back in the universe soon.